Hello, Pisces. So, I want to go ahead and do your reading for the beginning of April 2019. It's funny because when I was shuffling your cards, it was like, connect me to the energies for Pisces. And it was like, Pisces, 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 Pisces. It became like this game, like this sing-song game. So, I don't know. Interesting energy. Let's get into it. Show me energy for Pisces. The High Priestess Pisces, it's part of your energy. It's Virgo energy as well, but also Pisces. It's thinning the veil, being between worlds, trusting your intuition, being secretive, holding things just till the right time, and then letting them out and letting them go into the world. Show me more for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Pisces, Pisces, Pisces. The Wheel of Fortune, Pisces. Trust that intuition. Things are changing. Things are shifting. High levels of positivity. Good energy. Let's keep going. Show me more for Pisces, please. So, all right. Who came out first? Let's figure this out first. Okay. You came out first, second, third, fourth. Okay, so first out, well, not the first out, but the next card, the star, the Empress, Judgment, I'm sorry, the Two of Swords, and then Judgment. And then Judgment. So far, Pisces, you have 5 major arcanas here. Let's go for more for Pisces. 9 of Swords. Six of Pentacles. The King of Swords in reverse. I do want to mention too for, I think, Judgment, at the bottom of the deck when Judgment popped out, the Queen of Swords was there as well. Maybe dealing with an Aquarian, Gemini, Libra. 5 of Cups. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Hierophant. So Pisces, overall, huge energy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 6 major arcana cards out of these cards. First of all, what I feel here is like it's, how do I say that? It's basically like cracking yourself open to experience a new way of being, cracking yourself open so that you can go forward towards something completely and entirely new. And I feel that like sing-song, Pisces, 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 like that is almost like, I don't want to say it's making it a game, but it's making it easier to deal with. Like if you don't have that ease, that flow, that sing-songy, that like silliness about you, this could be very, very frustrating to deal with, okay? Some of you, this may be a situation, okay. Some of you, this may be a situation where you're dealing with somebody who, it's like there's an amount of love there, but something isn't working out. And I want to say, be careful about throwing the baby out with the bathwater. Yeah, that term. Like really observe this, really figure out how you are dealing with the situation. So there's like 2 energies here, 2 storylines. Some of you are dealing with a situation where it's like you're breaking yourself open to go towards something new that you don't know how to do. Okay, and it ties into this one too. Okay, so it feels like very much of the same thing now. Okay, so they're blending. Some of you, it's like you're dealing with somebody who you love them, they love you, but there may be an energy here where we are either not on the same page or we're not feeling the same way about each other. There may be a situation here where it's like you're going through the motions and you're keeping that quiet. I feel here there's a necessity to have patience, because it's almost as if somebody's like, well, I'm not seeing what I want here, or it's really good, but like it's not exactly how I feel like it should be. And I want to caution that that type of thinking it can be very toxic. It can sabotage your relationships, because you're putting a certain idealism on a pedestal, and it's like, I'm not saying like, they don't beat you. I mean, don't be in a relationship where somebody beats you, but like, if they're not doing the exact job that you think that they should be doing, or they don't do something the way that you think it should be done, and you're falling to bits about it, like, be careful about that type of thinking. It's going to cause you a fair amount of regret if you choose to think that way with them about you. That's what I'm feeling here. I feel that this is a necessity to maintain viewing and observing a situation versus just cutting something out because, well, it doesn't make sense to me. Like Pisces can actually, they're very empathic, they're very warm, they're very loving, but they can cut you out. Like they're kind of like Scorpio in that regard, where Pisces can cut you out, and when you're done, you're done. And I think sometimes, while that's necessary, and if this is your case where you feel that that's necessary, then by all means do that. But I feel here it's more so a situation where it's like the path is still, you're still creating the path. It's not anything that is, there's still more to this. It feels like, don't cut it off. Like if you have a rose that's beautiful, but it's not bloomed yet, don't pull its feathers, don't pull its petals apart just to see it open up. Like, let time nurture it open. Let things open up on their own, in their own way, in their own time. And I feel here too, Pisces, that this is more so indicative of you being, how do I say that? Of you being frustrated in other areas of your life. Thank you. Okay. So, yeah, it's like you're putting like these rigidity. The rigidity here is being put upon this person, or they're putting upon you. They're putting upon rigid elements to you because it's like they're unhappy in certain ways. And it ties back again to doing things in a different way, to exploring things in a different way so that you can have a better experience in life. If you're afraid to engage in something that you're not certain about yet, keep going, keep pushing, especially in the relationship. This doesn't feel bad. This feels like somebody is accusatory of another person, or at least they're thinking accusatory thoughts, yet they don't have any founded proof. Some of you may have founded proof, but what I'm feeling is like it's almost assumptive, and it's almost like creating this cycle, I feel that this person wants to give back and forth with you equally, but they may have a different way of communicating here, Pisces. They may have a different way of expressing their love. They may be more practical. They may I don't know, you have a squeaky door, and the handle is loose and it jiggles. It still locks, but it jiggles. And so one day you come home and the door doesn't squeak anymore and the handle is solid. It doesn't jiggle, and they fixed it for you. And they didn't say anything, but it's a way of them showing their love to you. Your head hurts with a certain pillow, so they take away all the other pillows and make sure that you have your pillow. Like it's these unspoken energies with this person that I feel as time progresses, you will be able to recognize the way that they love you, even though it may not be the exact way that you want it to be done. It feels that that is the approach that may be needed to be taken here, where we are more so within a level of acceptance. And I really, Pisces, I really do. I'm going to read the cards, but this is like a message that's coming through right now. I feel here that this is more so indicative of how you're viewing your own experience, where you're lacking in your life, where you're not moving forward because you're afraid. It's almost as if lashing out at somebody else versus like, you could be lashing out at yourself, but it's like that type of external like sting. Like sometimes the Scorpios do that. Like it's more so indicative of where we're unhappy in ourselves, where we're unsettled in ourselves, where our fish are swimming far apart and not coming back together. You know, the Pisces fish always chasing each other, always going apart, coming back together, back and forth, the infinity of that energy. Okay. So Pisces, I feel that there's a necessity here to be very clear in the direction that you're going in. If you've chosen different ways of doing things, like if you're moving into a new job, if you're creating something, if you're being part of some sort of for some reason, something's a community project. But if you are being part of a situation where you are implementing new ways of being, new job, entrepreneurial stuff, stepping into a new level of you, you aren't quite there yet. It feels like the fear of going into that is almost manifesting itself in an outward way, where it's like we're starting to feel very unsettled and we're pulling everything down, which is totally counterintuitive, counterproductive, but it happens sometimes. Yeah. Okay. And it feels like what is actually here for you is connection with somebody, is stability with somebody. You're with somebody here who feels solid, and it's like you're almost like testing the waters, pushing them. Should I walk away? Should I not walk away? You know, should I let this go? You know, because it's not suiting me for this moment, or I don't feel that this is exactly what I need to be in. But like, I feel that's like throwing the baby out with the bathwater. Like that's kind of where I feel. You know, it feels like the situation offers a fair amount of stability here, a fair amount of nurturing, somebody who cares about you and who you can care about with, give and take, equal, symbiosis, back and forth, connection, ease, somebody who has your back, somebody who will, I don't want to say carry you, but like in times of need, they will help you through, like they've got your back, you know? And for some of you, it's going to be a situation where it's like you have not experienced that type of stability here. I feel that this energy, it's like you're almost like seeing this person in this light, or you may have gone cold or distant with this person. And that may be also a fear. It's like you're checking yourself when you're like going into this like kind of frozen state with this person. But from what I can feel here, this person feels solid for you. This person feels like they care about you. This person feels like they love you. And I feel like if you push it too hard, you end up regretting a situation if you let it go. You know, here it feels like we need to pay more attention to the core of the relationship. You know, allow this person to help you become solid. Allow them to be your cheerleader, you know, or you theirs. You know, allow them to work on behalf of you and in your favor, and you do the same to them. Like, there's something here where it feels like time will tell. It feels like patience is key. Time will tell. But the connection here is it feels like the core energy between the two people feels like there is love. Some of you may be dealing with a piece of shit. If that is the situation, this may not be your reading. I'm feeling an energy here very much so where it's like Pisces feels afraid to step up to their own potential, and they are doing a lot of self-sabotatory tactics to pull things down. That's what it feels like to me. It feels like you're on the right path, and trusting that path is difficult, you know, because it may be something that you're not used to. And it may also, like, there may be telltale signs already occurring now in the direction that you're going in, where it's like, oh no, this is positive. This is happening. This is going. This is moving. This is becoming more and more. This is becoming a positive thing in my life, or the potential for it. Let me stop. Let me collect myself. Let me turn into a little crab and go deep into my shell. Let me sting people that want to help me so I can push them away because I'm afraid. You know, we do weird things, but this is the type of energy that I'm picking up very heavily here for you, Pisces. Yeah. And so I feel that it's important here for you to put a stopper on that, to really evaluate the situation that you're in, to really take care of the love that you have with somebody and nurture them. Don't go cold on them. Don't go, you know, become silent on them because you're afraid of your own potential. Like, allow this person to help you. Yeah. Utilize your best judgment. Move forward towards what makes sense for you. If this person is not that person for you and they pose major problems, I say let them go. But what I honestly feel here for you, Pisces, is that this person is wanting to be solid with you, wanting to be happy with you. And not just wanting to be happy with you, but like wanting to experience your happiness, like wanting to share in that with you. Like, there's something really beautiful about this person. And it feels like you don't know how to deal with it, maybe. Somebody here doesn't know how to deal with this. And I feel that it stems from the inside first versus an outward expression. It's coming out in negative ways, but it's coming out in communications of blame, assumption, you know. Oh, that's like... Yeah, if you're going to stand in your own power, do so. Don't blame other people. Come correct, Pisces. Make sure that you are moving on the direction that you're supposed to be moving towards. If it's with somebody, it is. If you really have to get out of a situation, do it. But I don't feel that this is that situation. I feel that this is a situation where if you continue to like cause problems in your own situation, you're going to end up regretting it, because you're going to recognize how much this person meant to you, how much you meant to them, and how you may have allowed a situation to get out of hand because of your own fear of stepping into your own power as a person. But the reason that these things are being brought to you is because they are in your favor. They are for you to step into. It's like you have this great thing happening for you. It's like a culmination just for you, and you have to be the one operating it, managing it, nurturing it, bringing it to fruition. But like, I feel here, this is where you're at, Pisces. It feels like you're mentally flipped out about it. You know, let your partner, if you are in a partnership, you know, let your partner be a rock for you. Let your partner stabilize you. Let your partner be somebody that can give you that 50-50 and be there to support you, you know. Don't turn them into your enemy. If you're afraid of things, if you're afraid of your own potential, don't turn your partner into your enemy. So let's go ahead and get some clarifiers for this reading, okay? Show me Pisces energy. Show me Pisces energy. Show me this 5 of Cups. What is this regret about? Show me the 5 of Cups for Pisces. Yeah, you have the 4 of Pentacles here, Pisces, with the Queen of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So it's talking about your emotions. It's talking about being unsettled, uneased, you know, holding on to a situation, you know, where it's like, you know, you need to basically, how do I put that? I say trusting a situation. Like, if you're holding off on something, if you're holding off on doing something, like say you have a project that you're trying to implement, say you have something really big happening for you in your life, and you're trying to move it forward, but it's like you keep taking all these steps back, and it's like, because back here is safe, I can still be in my shell if I'm over here, but once I step out, it's go time, and that's not going to stop. And I feel that that feels like it's scary for us Pisces, for the Pisces. Be careful about holding on to things that cause rigidity. Be careful about holding on to things that feel too safe. They cause a false sense of self. This card just fell out. It is the Empress here. She's here twice, Pisces, here with you. So Pisces, you know, this is talking about really being solid in the direction you want to go in, recognizing what brings you abundance, what brings you fruition, what brings you happiness. Be careful about self-sabotage here, okay? Because when we do that self-sabotatory energy, it literally gets in the way of happiness. It gets in the way of wish fulfillment. It gets in the way of the things that we truly want in our lives. It gets in the way of love. It gets in the way of a loving relationship with somebody where you can move forward with this person here, Pisces, where you're two of the same kind. You have somebody here who's very supportive of you, it feels. Don't shut them out because you're afraid to move forward in your own life. Do what you need to do. Let this shit fall apart here, Pisces. Not the relationship, but your fear. Let fear fall apart, okay? And move forward. That's what I'm feeling for you. Show me the King of Swords for Pisces. You have the Nine of Pentacles here for the King of Swords. Some of you, I really want to say heavily, I need you to utilize, you know, if this person is a turd, they're a turd. Let them go. That may be the situation for some of you. Don't stay in situations that are terrible. For some of you, I want you to be very conscious of using your logical mind within this situation versus using your emotional mind where you're out of balance. The emotional mind feels that it's leading you to be cold and distant and want to be alone, okay? But, yeah, moving forward and trying to be alone on your own. But I feel that that causes a pretty big break. If you choose to go that direction, again, for some of you, that may be the direction to go in. But for some of you, this causes a break. It causes an explosion in your relationship. It causes this energy to go faulty. And here we are again with the Queen of Cups and the Ten of Cups. It causes your happiness to go down the tubes. That's what I'm feeling, Pisces. I'm not going to advocate, if you guys are in a shit relationship and a situation is terrible, I will never advocate that you stay in it. But I do advocate that if you are in a situation and you have been cold or, you know, combative with somebody or, you know, just been kind of oddly manipulative in a negative way because you are not getting to the root of your own problem and you are your own issue, don't blame them. Don't try and walk away from somebody because they feel too stable. You know, like that's weird, but wait it out. Show me the Hierophant. Show me the Hierophant. Yeah, so you have balance here, Pisces, with the Hierophant. In regard to a love connection, in regard to chemistry with this person, in regard to how they, you know, it's almost as if you are of two minds about it. I feel that this person offers a fair amount of stability here. I feel that they offer you commitment. And, like, you're over here trying to, like, stab it all. You're trying to let it go for whatever reason. I really think it's important for you to pay attention to if it's you that's causing this or if it's literally this person that's a turd and you need to let it go. Either way, you need to find balance in this situation. Some of you may be needing to talk to a counselor about your feelings in regard to the situation. Some of you may be needing to become okay with a solid situation. That can be a little bit difficult for Pisces. Pisces can be all over the place, you know, very emotionally unsettled. And when, say, a stable situation lands in your lap, it may be very difficult for you to accept that, because it's like, how do I run? How do I stop it? How do I kill it? How do I, and half the time that's just us being afraid. It's us as people, human beings, being afraid of a situation. It might make me happy. Yeah. So you have the Sun with the King of Swords here. And you have the Two of Swords. So you've got the Two of Swords here twice. You've got the King of Swords here. Now you have the Sun. I feel that this is important for you to pay attention to. Receive your aha moments about this. If you need to take your time, definitely do so. But make sure that you're not just stagnating. Make sure that you're not causing problems for yourself. Being of two minds is important sometimes, but like if it starts to get in the way of something that is proving itself to be positive for you time and time again, like, be careful it's not just you shutting it out because it either feels too good or too good to be true, or, well, this person's just trying to get me for whatever they can. Like, we tell ourselves a lot of things when somebody literally has good intentions. And it's like our worries are this person like changing, or us not being on the same page, or whatever this is. It just feels like you're trying to get away from it. But I feel that that's like ill-advised for some reason. Show me this Nine of Swords for Pisces. So you have the Moon here. Pisces, at the bottom of the deck, you have the Star. So in regard to this, you may be worried about the path that you're on. You may be worried about again, I feel like there's like this trajectory of where we're supposed to be going. The path that we're supposed to be on is the one that you're on. If you have like highlights for that and it keeps coming up and you're moving towards something that's going to be positive for you, and you're afraid of that because you're afraid it's going to fuck up, or you're going to fuck it up, or like you don't know how it's going to be, or like once you're in it, you can't get back out of it. Like, you have to come to some sort of balance about that. You have to come to some sort of decision in regard to how you're going to do this. Like, create a game plan and how you're going to work this situation through in your life, okay? Some of you are worried that this person is a BS turd. And then you're worried that they're going to lie to you. That's for some of you. I feel a really heavy message here for Pisces, though, to like get up and go. It's time to move. It's time to step into your power. That's what I'm feeling. It's like we're being stagnant. We're holding on. We're being stagnant. We're not moving. And it's time to cut that out. That's what it feels like. Show me Judgment here for Pisces. Came out halfway. You have the Seven of Cups, decisions, options, opportunities, things that are terrifying. You see the potential in something and it's there presented for you, yet it's like, you see all the positives and then it's like, you're like looking at all the negatives. How can I find the negatives? Well, if there's more positives in it than there are negatives, maybe you should accept that. Maybe you should try to not paint it black. A lot of Pisces are going to hate me for this video, but so be it. Here we have indecision. It's still a card of indecision here. Oftentimes this is talking about making the decision, choosing what we want to go towards. Here we're super indecisive on what we want to do. And it's clouding our judgment, I feel. It's causing regret. And if you, again, here it goes with that energy where it's like, if you step away from this energy, this connected energy with somebody who wants to be on the same page with you, if you step away from them, potentially Libra here, but if you, Libra offering you something and you shutting them out here with their offer of stability here, but it's like you're defensive about this, and that could be a myriad of reasons why, but leaving that situation because you're afraid of it, Pisces, literally only leads to regret. It leads to frustration. It leads to sadness. It leads to feeling like we made a big mistake where we could have stepped into our own power and done things about what we needed to do in the first place, versus like blaming our partner or blaming something else, like blaming somebody for our own foibles, like foibles. FOIBLES. I feel like this King of Swords is here for you. I feel that they care for you. If it's not a relationship partner, it's somebody solid that's got your back, and I feel that you need to maybe trust them. Show me the Wheel of Fortune for Pisces. Okay, so for the Wheel of Fortune here, Pisces, again, if you are doing something and you're fucking terrified of it, step into it. Like, that's literally the advice I have for you. Step into it. So for the Wheel of Fortune, trusting yourself, moving forward, you have the Nine of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Wish fulfillment, positivity, emotional growth. Emotional growth. That's what I'm feeling. It's like stepping into, it's shutting down a way of like being from the past, stepping into your own power. You have the 10 of Pentacles with the 10 of Cups. This is talking about financial abundance. It's talking about emotional abundance, being happy on financial levels, emotional levels, levels with your partner. Please stop backbiting. That's what I'm feeling. Please stop backbiting the situation, okay? The Wheel of Fortune is an incredible amount of luck, but it also talks about needing to stop cycles, okay? In the reverse, it can talk about stopping those cycles, but it feels here, it's like you're perpetuating this like hesitancy, this, oh, well, I can't get into this because I have this reason and this reason, but like, get into it. Get into it. Like, it's not going to kill you. Get into it. If anything, it's going to lead you to some really amazing shit. Happiness on multiple levels here. Super abundant energy. Show me the Empress. The Empress, the wife energy, Queen of Swords, King of Swords. Here they are. You could be dealing with an Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini. You could also be just dealing with somebody who you're very much on the same page with, or eventually will become on the same page with. Please don't be afraid of this energy, Pisces. That's what I'm feeling. Don't turn down an opportunity. Don't shut down an opportunity because you're afraid of your own potential. Show me energy for Pisces. I want to pull an oracle. Show me an oracle for Pisces, please. Priestess, how are you being called to step up and lead? How are you being called to step up and lead? Where are you needing to step up in your life and lead your life towards what you want? Starseed, what lights you up? What lights you up, Pisces? What lights you up? The bottom of the deck. You're already doing it, Pisces. Stop overthinking. Keep facing your true north. Keep facing upwards. Keep going up, Pisces. Dance with life. Do something to change your energy.